Hi, I'm Arnold Lezcano, Bioenergetics Coach, and I help people to reconnect with their bodies, to regulate their nervous system, and also to break free and release long-held patterns that have been in their lives for a long time through the power of the body-mind connection. Specifically, the tool that I use is called Bioenergetics. And in this short video, I want to introduce you to something that has been life-changing for me and tons of people that I've worked with, and that is character structures. When talking about character structures, we're talking about deep emotional patterns that we hold, also our posture, and even the way that we behave and the beliefs that we have that affect the way that we show up in the world, in relationships. So this is going to be very powerful stuff. And if you ever wonder why you keep repeating the same emotional patterns in your life, or why healing hasn't stuck despite all your efforts, or even why certain parts of your body feel so tense, then character structures may be the missing link for you to enter into the next level of healing. What are character structures? First and foremost, I want to make sure that you don't see these character structures as a label, or also as something that's meant to keep you in a certain box. I want you to know that these are adaptive mechanisms that your body and your mind used naturally and normally based on your early childhood experiences of how you were loved, how you were held, or sometimes not held. And your body and your mind used specific strategies that worked during these moments, but maybe right now they're no longer serving you and they're causing a lot of emotional distress. So Alexander Lowen, who was the doctor who experienced bioenergetics through his mentor Wilhelm Reich and continued to adapt and organize these character structures, he noticed that this was something very potent in his clients, in his patients. And he noticed that a lot of healing happened by them learning about their character structure, by analyzing how their character structure affects them, not only in their posture, but in their voice, in their breath, in the way they communicate with others, the way they relate to others, and also how they feel deeply inside. So we're going to go over the 5 core character structures in depth in certain videos that are going to come up later. But for now, I'm going to give you an introduction to all 5. So the first one that we're going to talk about is the schizoid. The schizoid is the thinker who escapes in their own mind. The oral is the second one. This one is the giver who longs to be held. The third is the psychopathic character structure. This one is the charismatic leader who struggles to trust. The fourth is the masochist. This is the caretaker, the loyal one who suppresses truth. And the fifth is the rigid character structure, who is the perfectionist, the achiever. And each one of these carries its own strengths and also carries its own weaknesses and unique path of healing. And that's what we're going to go into within the next few videos. Why this matters. These structures don't just affect the way we think, they also affect the way we breathe. They affect the way we speak, the way we stand, the way we move around the world. They affect the way we give love. They affect the way we enter into receiving love, and so many other things, including how you limit yourself without even realizing it. And the beauty is, though, that these were formed in your body, and you can work on them through your body to release them with certain movements, with certain breathing techniques, with certain exercises that are designed specifically to work on the neurotic holding patterns in specific areas of your body to create changes within your nervous system, rewiring your nervous system so that you can live much more confidently, be much more expressive, and just be much more self-assured in the world, in yourself, and how you go out and relate to others. Your first step. Before diving into the 5 character structures and learning all about them and having this awesome knowledge about the character structures, My suggestion is that you first go down below. I created a free assessment so that you can find out which is your dominant character structure. Which one is the primary one that affects your life? And in taking this quiz, you're going to find out which one is your dominant character structure. You're also going to find out and understand more deeply about what that means and how it's affecting your life. And number 3, you're going to get some exercises specifically for your character structure, the one that is most dominant in your life. In this way, you're going to start the process of healing as you go through this series. It'll be the best way for you to get the most out of these next series of videos that I'm creating for you, so that you learn more about the character structure, but at the same time, you have specific practices that you can use to start healing, releasing, and rewiring your nervous system. A few final words. Okay, this isn't about coming in and fixing yourself. Very important to realize this. It's more about understanding yourself, reconnecting with your body, finding out where you are right now, your truth, and then finding the way that you can go into deeper healing and into deeper freedom. Doesn't matter what your character structure is, okay? If it's one of disconnection, of power seeking, of performance based, of control, or maybe of caretaking. It doesn't really matter. I don't want you to get too stuck into this. Again, remember, this is not supposed to be a label. It's not supposed to keep you in a box. What we're doing here is learning more about ourselves so that we can enter into freedom. It makes no sense to just know this stuff. We're entering into freedom. So take the quiz below. It's free. You go in, you find out your first few steps to enter into freedom, okay? Also subscribe down below so that you get the next videos where we go deeper into each specific character structure. Once you know your dominant one, you're definitely going to want to watch that one, and then also your secondary structure. So I hope to see you on the next one. Remember, you're not alone. I'm here for you. If you need anything, comment below, and I'm here for you. Peace.